I got blown up in Afghanistan. I have no limbs anymore. These are the top 5 prosthetics that I cannot live without. Let's put them back together when we start the video, guys. You got hands and feet, help me. Seriously, help me. Yeah, all right, cool. We're gonna do a fit check. We're not talking about my clothes though, we're talking about my prosthetics. Today, I'm gonna explain which prosthetics I use the most, which ones help me every day get through my routine. And to be honest with you, with having no arms and legs due to that bomb in Afghanistan, my life would be pretty terrible without my prosthetics. So let's get into what I wear, how they work, and what they do for me. When I was first injured, I had no idea what life was gonna be like. I told my wife she should leave because I had nothing left to give and I was not the man that she had married anymore because I had no arms and legs. I didn't think there was anything out there for me to make me live a normal life. And now, fast forward 13 years, I have really awesome prosthetics. I was able to take my daughter on a 15-hour car ride down to Virginia for a soccer tournament for a week and drive back independently. And we live in a really cool place where this stuff's possible. Oh, also my wife stayed with me. How lucky am I? Check it out, without my prosthetic legs, I'd probably be stuck in a wheelchair the rest of my life. Which is fine, but because of the advancements in technology, I have these awesome X3 legs, and they are just phenomenal. Here, grab my shoulder. They help me do literally anything and everything I want to do on a daily routine. So they're battery-powered, microprocessor. They have little computers built into them. I adjust how fast they swing forward and backwards. I adjust how much they have resistance for when I go down a ramp, how my leg is bent when I drive because they're Bluetooth capable. They're waterproof, which is awesome. The truth is though, if you fall in the water, they're 30 pounds dragging to the bottom. If they do take me to the bottom and I die, it's sad. They pull me up and I can be a donor of organs and prosthetics. Pretty big deal. The last thing is they have built-in hydraulic brakes. So when I go down ramps or stairs, I can slow myself down and I don't go bowling for people. I fly on a lot of airplanes. The truth is though, every now and then someone cuts me off and I'm like, I can't stop. And wham, I take them out. It's weird because Ruth's always in her 90s, but she shouldn't have been so rude. She would have had a working hip, but not now. My system's called a double wall system. Not a lot of people use double wall suspension, but I do because it's more stable. This one is called a pin lock. Hit this button and it pops off. It locks on with that pin. Now I also have this pin right here. It's like a grenade, you pull the pin and then just like the explosion, I just fall apart. But it pulls it out. So that's 2 different ways that they connect. This chair's gonna keep sliding on me. You know what? Okay, hold on. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work. See why prosthetics are so important. See what's happening? This is embarrassing. I'm being embarrassed for all my friends. Hold on, don't go that way again. There we go. It was a little embarrassing. All right, so back to it. This is called the inner wall. It slides in, they're molded the right way. When I pull these off, they have what's called a liner, and then I've lost some weight, so I got a sock on here. This sticks to the elastic part, which holds the leg on so I don't fall apart again. People sometimes probably would imagine that I walk on the end of my residual limb. I don't. When I walk, it's on the outside of my leg, so it's molded specially to my body. I could put these on by myself. It takes about 20 minutes. I get sweaty, hot. They don't fit right usually, but I always have help. But first, this thing, rolls on. Because I've lost some weight, I put the sock on, then I put the cap on. I line the cap up just right. You gotta make sure you line it up a certain way. Mine's just a little bit in like that. And then I throw my shorts on, then I put my legs on. Did you? Oh, right in the nuts. For real? No. So those are my everyday legs I get around town with. Now I'll show you my short workout legs that I use for just getting after the gymnasium. People think like, oh my gosh, are you really 5'10" or 5'11"? I'm like, I was 6'3" back in the day. But now, my actual size, I'm like 3'6", I think.
I remember you being a lot bigger. To a 10-year-old, I'm huge.
These are the style of legs you start walking on to gain your balance and get your hip flexor muscles and your core muscles in check. But these legs now are like mostly for my workouts. I wear these around, the gym so I can do all the things I need to do. And they're good for dancing and karate. The short legs are crucial for me when I work out. Lightning! Having the tall legs on is good, but getting up and down from a bench, it works, but these make it so I'm more stable, I'm sturdy, and I'm able to do a lot more things. Yeah, I would definitely be in front of my daughter's boyfriend when she gets one, if she gets one, on my short legs. Did you know why? The kick in the shin, it's a real deal, okay? It hurt when I was in middle school and the girls kicked me in the shin because they like me or whatever, and if I gotta drive this metal piece right through, you've seen my karate. It's going down for real. Let me just, look. You don't want that, Ian. You don't want that. I was a kicker, right? Jason Hansen. Jason Hansen! You don't want it. I would literally dent your bone, cut your leg, and probably make you an amputee like me.
Do you need to sit back? You good?
Chloe, we're filming. Knock it off. I'll cut you. I'm gonna dunk your head in the toilet. Yeah, you don't want that. Waking up in a hospital with no arms, no legs is life-changing for sure. So getting this arm was an absolute game changer. Let me show you how awesome this thing is, what it can do for me, and how it all works. So how this works is off muscle flexors in my forearm. There are 2 topical sensors. So my arm goes to about right there. So I have all of this left. When I flex this muscle up slow, it opens. When I flex it fast, it rotates. So how fast I twitch this muscle. There's a muscle down here on your arm, right there. I have a little hole in my arm right there, a little circle for a topical sensor. I flex down slow, it closes, and down fast, it rotates. And it reads just that sensor. All right, so this is what's left of my arm, right? I got the scars, a little weird divot right there. But if you look on there closely, you can see where the sensor actually lines up. Right there's a sensor, and right there's a sensor. And if you look inside the arm, the sensors that I flex on, when I'm at my house in the morning, I just throw it on. But when I just push in, it makes a bunch of skin come up on the top here, and it doesn't fit as good. This is called a pull sleeve. It's like kind of like a parachute, but it just rolls on. Then you just drop it down. That's why the little hole's there. It's not like a drain. It's actually made for the pull sleeve. Then you pull that out. It sucks the skin in. And then boom, now my arm's on, intimate fit. And we're back in action. So this arm's pretty cool because it has different attachments. So I have this hand I wear daily, but when I get home, I put on my hook. Yep. Oh! Then it can. So this is my hook. This is called ETD. It's awesome. It opens and closes. It rotates like everything else, but it's also got functions where it will bend in. It's how you eat, feed myself.
You'll never get that.
I don't know why it's not working though.
When I'm signing books, it goes to that mode. It seems a little more natural for me. Straight on, it bends backwards too. But then I gotta figure out always how to bend it back the other way. There. I like to blend in the best I can. This is a hook, so that's why I don't wear it in public. When you get your myoelectric hand, they come with 3 different heads, right? They come with the hand, they come with the hook, and they come with a thing called a Grypher. Now the Grypher is the most important hand that I own. And you might be thinking, well, if it's so important, how come you don't wear it? Well, it's because my daughter's not dating, but when she does, this hand's coming to party. This right here is probably the most dangerous prosthetic that money can buy. 25 pounds of pressure it'll close to, then it'll stop, it'll sense that. But then you can close at 35 pounds of pressure. And that's when little Johnny understands, I'm gonna break his hand, don't ever come back to my house, you can't take my daughter on a date, even though maybe I okayed it in the beginning. So my Grypher, it's functional, it's a durable hand. I can rotate it, I can do this. It's a friction rotation, so it'll go down. If I was, like I said, feeding myself or whatever, it'll go back the other way. But I don't use it too awful much. All right, I'm gonna throw my hand back on and let's get into the next prosthetic. Getting my prosthetics let me have my independence back, show me that life was possible after injury and that I could still do everyday normal things, but also some really amazing things like downhill mountain bike or snowboard. My wife and I decided to start the Travis Mills Foundation to make sure that people knew that there was life after injury, to get off the sidelines, and their whole family could really enjoy some outdoor activities. We bring out families from all across our nation that have been through physical injuries due to service, as well as people that have post-traumatic stress from being a veteran or first responder. And we give back to these veterans and their families and first responders and show them that no matter what they're going through, we are here for them at the Travis Mills Foundation.
This man's out here on a ropes course, no legs. If you're doing anything with no legs, you're harder than me because...
You want to find out more about what we do, or you want to donate to the Travis Mills Foundation? The link's in the description. Thanks for your support. Now let's get back to the video. So people always ask me how come I always wear my left arm but never a right arm, and let me just show you guys why. So we're throwing the liner on. It's a pin lock liner. It goes on my right arm, and then I put my arm in here, and I lock it into place. Grab this piece right here, and then grab this piece right here. Yep. You know how that goes in? Make sure that it's gonna be tight. It's supposed to be. All right, so it's called body powered. There's 2 different locks, right? There's this lock right here, which locks the elbow from moving. So right now the elbow is moving. When I move my arm, I pull that, right? It locks the elbow in place. And then when I push out, this cable now, I push out and it opens the hand. But like right there, I can open the hand, close the hand, grab something. It's just a lot. You know, this arm, I appreciate it. I'm very thankful to have it, but it's a lot. See, I'm supposed to be able to throw my arm back kind of like that motion. Yep, and I unlock the arm so I get it where I want and things like that. But say I want to have it down here, then you want to act up and you get smacked up. Get smacked up. Get smacked up. There's just a lot of adjustments. One of the hardest things for me was working out after my injury. So I have an arm that we built and it is a game changer. Aha! You know what hair you just pulled on my arm? All right, so this is a pin lock system. It's gotta be durable because pulling on the lap machine or pushing out, things like that, you wanna make sure it stays stuck on. So then I put it on, hammer it down, and we're ready to go. We're ready to rip, rock, and roll. And when I was trying to work out, I was trying to figure out how I can still bench, how I can still do things adaptively. But when it comes down to my actual workouts, I couldn't use free weights. And luckily they make a machine called a tonal. Because of their product, I'm able to make an arm like this, where I just take D-rings, I snap them in, and I just rip it like this and like this. I used to work out all the time before my injury, and it gives me a chance to get back to that. I'm able to do all the motions I need to do. I mean, bicep curls, right? You know what I'm saying? Triceps, look at the horseshoe. Look at the horseshoe. Chest-tastic. All right, so those are the prosthetics I use on a daily basis to help me get through my life naturally, if you will. But let's talk about some honorable mentions. First up, we have the golf arm, which makes me go out there on the links and just hit bombs all day. Okay. That's pretty good. I'll take one of each.
Dude, that's 150 yards.
Next up, running legs. Not that I run a lot, but when I do, you'll see a video, because I don't run if the camera ain't on. I even have a carving knife prosthetic and a spatula prosthetic in case I ever want to slice and dice or flip an egg. Hey, that's right, lottie-dottie everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate your support. I know you guys check out my nubs and you guys are enjoying that, so hey, that's cool, makes me feel pretty. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you found was interesting, intriguing, or maybe just something that you never thought of that you learned today. Like and subscribe to this page. Check out Rebel for Good, my clothing line I'm launching, as well as please support the Travis Mills Foundation. You guys are awesome. More awesome videos to come as well, and have a wonderful day.
Well, you're taking the lights off.
Help me out then.